Hello, everyone. I'd like to take a moment to talk about Black Lives Matter, a social justice movement that has been making waves for several years now. Firstly, I find that it's important to understand the context in which this movement arose. Black Americans have been subject to systematic racism and discrimination for centuries, from slavery to Jim Crow laws to contemporary police brutality. Black Lives Matter was founded in response to the killing of Trayvon Martin in 2012 and has since grown into a global movement advocating for the rights and well-being of Black people here in America. Research has shown that Black Americans face numerous disparities in healthcare, education, employment, and criminal justice. For example, Black Americans are more likely to be uninsured, more likely to suffer from chronic health conditions, and have higher mortality rates than other racial groups. In the education scene, Black students are more likely to be suspended or expelled and less likely to graduate from high school or college. In the criminal justice system, Black Americans are disproportionately incarcerated and more likely to face harsher sentences than white Americans for the exact same crimes. Specifically, a study by the NAACP found that Black people make up only 13% of the population, but account for 40% of the United States prison population. Police brutality is a particularly pressing matter that the Black Lives Matter movement has been facing. According to a 2020 report from the Mapping Police Violence, Black Americans are 3 times more likely to be killed than white Americans. This disparity is even more pronounced for Black men specifically, who are 2.5 times more likely to be killed by police than white men. I also believe that it's worth noting that the Black Lives Matter movement is not about saying that other lives don't matter. Rather, it's recognizing that Black lives have been historically undervalued and that systematic change is needed to ensure equal treatment and opportunities for all. This is a concept that I think that many fail to grasp, since they believe that Black Lives Matter means superiority over other races, when in truth, that is far from the actual case at hand. I can also say from personal experience that as a Black man, this is a situation that I care very much about because it affects me, my people, and our culture as a whole, since the disparities that we've had to go through in this country are immense and things just need to be done. So in conclusion of all this, Black Lives Matter, I'm sure that you know, is a very important movement that is fighting for the rights and the well-being of Black people as a whole in America. As allies, I find that everybody should try to educate themselves on the issue at hand, the issues specifically faced by Black people. We should try to amplify their voices and support policies that promote equity and justice. I'm hoping that we can all do something, and I appreciate you all for listening. Have a great rest of your day.